Thank you. I get first dibs. Mr. Deputy Prime Minister, thank you for being here. My name is Anna Rold. I'm the editor-in-chief of Diplomatic Courier, and I have the first hard question for you. My question isn't directly economy related, but I believe it's relevant. I'd like to ask if there's any real proof that Fethullah Gulen is behind the coup attempt.
Well, in our mind, there's absolutely no question. This is based on news report, but apparently we have supplied dossiers that include 500,000 pieces of information, testimonies, and evidence to our ally, United States, for ultimately extradition. But one thing that strikes me, let me just give you one anecdotal evidence that really provides strong clues. In the morning of the coup attempt, by early hours of the morning, it was clear that coup was failing. And so the military base that was used for staging the coup attempt, pushes were running. And a gentleman was arrested right outside of the fences. He turns out to be an associate professor of theology from one of the Turkish universities. And the prosecutor asked, why are you doing here in the midst of all this? And he says he was looking for property, he got lost. Anyway, he suggested the judge to detain him because he clearly is a suspicious character. But the judge goes ahead and releases him. It turns out that that gentleman, this associate professor of theology, had traveled to the United States only 109 times on a salary of $1,500. But it's not enough. When Gulen made a call to save his bank, the Fethullah Bank, they had a bank called Bank Asia. Back in early January 2014, he basically called on his followers to say, my dear followers, this is your bank, save it, if needed, borrow money, put it in the bank. There was a run on the bank by corporations, by individuals, because of course, they knew that the bank is owned by this movement. At the time when there was a run on the bank, he makes this call. Within 2 days, 97,000 new accounts have been opened, 5 billion lira has been deposited. 5 billion at that time is about $2 billion. And guess what? 5,000 academicians have deposited money, and one of them happens to be this gentleman. He deposited 4.1 million lira with his family into the bank, in a failing bank. You wouldn't normally do it. For an associate professor in Turkey to make 4.1 million lira, I don't know how rich the family is, you need to really work hundreds of years and not consume anything. It turns out that there are also videos of him with Gulen. It turns out that from early ages he's been part of the network. It turns out that actually he has an office in the campus in Pennsylvania. I can go on and on, but the point I'm making is there are so many strong connections, strong evidence. We have absolutely no question on our minds. So there are many smoking guns that I could give examples of, but certainly this one is very simple, straightforward. There is very strong action.